East versus West 20 is finally here, and the stakes have never been higher. You got Jerry versus Vitaly, with Vitaly getting a shot at Levan. Chaffee versus Sagov with the heavyweight belt on the line. Very interested in that. The rematch of Todd versus Irakli, Gabby versus Barbora, and more. I'm breaking it all down with Philip Larson, and you don't want to miss these predictions. All right, so first match is Snizhana versus Elina. Snizhana is a multi-time world champion. Elina, I know, is very proficient, fellow Swedish girl. I mean, I've got to put Snizhana as a favorite. I think it might be her more dominant arm, but I've never really seen her a lot in one-on-one format. Elina is pretty proficient because they do a lot of super matches in Sweden stuff, right?
Yeah.
So, what's your take? Tell me what you think.
My heart says Elina, but my brain says that Babaieva is going to get it.
I think I have to go Snizhana as well, but the Swedish females are always someone to reckon with. I mean, it's going to be a good match. I'm excited to see both these girls compete. Definitely one to watch. I think we're both in agreement, though. I think Snizhana is definitely be the favorite. You were supposed to be on this card.
I was supposed to be before this happened.
Right.
Now, FA, who recently won Worlds, got to replace me there.
Yeah. So he just won WAF Super Heavyweights.
Yes, he did.
So, I mean, I've seen him pull a lot in the heavyweight division, 242, 253, whatever. Manuel, like, he's 330, 40 pounds now, big fella, strong outside puller. He does have a lot of experience. You had Frank Lamparelli, you got Armez Gasparini all in Italy, and I feel like he's pulled well against some of those guys at some of the different Italian tournaments. Where do you think this is going to go? Is Effie going to pull out the win?
I believe it will. He seems to be the favorite in my eyes.
He looks very complete.
Yeah.
I think FA as well. 55-45 or 60-40. That's
60-40, I'd say.
How hard is it for you not to beat it?
Very hard. Very hard. But I want to pull the winner.
Okay. Let them know.
Give me the winner.
The winner. Third match is Yoshinobu Kanai versus Petro.
Marharint.
That dude's strong. He had some really big wins in Moldova, and that was a lot of his hype coming into his East versus West match. He did beat Nugo, and a lot of people were high praise for Nugo. But let's talk about Yoshinobu Kanai. He came back after like a 10-year break and took Todd Hutchings as far as you can take him.
Yeah.
Next match was John Brzezinski. And John Brzezinski knows how to beat all techniques, right? John Brzezinski knows how to arm wrestle. And he just could not find a path through Yoshi, not even one round. Here's what I think. I think Petro has a phenomenal hook. I think he's freakishly strong inside. I don't think he's going to get there.
I agree with you. I believe that Petro is stronger, but not when Yoshi comes out here.
He's not going to supinate that pronation.
No, it seems like Petro needs his wrist to be super, super strong.
Right.
Like Todd doesn't need it. He can go without it, but it seems like Petro needs it. And if you need your wrist against the King's Mover.
Because 9 times out of 10, the wrist is going to go. The wrist is going to go at least at some point during the match. I don't see Yoshi getting his palm turned up.
Not me neither. I think Yoshi will take it.
I'm thinking maybe 65-35. Wow. We got the same prediction so far. All right, the self-proclaimed GOAT, Mindaugas Tarasaitis versus Daniel Ustinov. Daniel had an amazing match like a year ago. It was like 4-3 for the world title. Yeah. It was crazy. I think this is going up in weight to pull Mindaugas.
But he's also gained a lot of weight.
Has he really? Oh, I guess I haven't seen pictures of him recently. Is he?
Yeah. Who put those arms on that guy?
Right? I want to say Mindaugas just because he's such a technical expert, you know what I'm saying? Like he will find a way to gas you, but if Daniel has gotten bigger and the strength coincides with the size, he might flash pin him.
Yeah, but it's hard to flash pin Mindaugas. Not for me though, even though he claims that we're close in training. I mean, I don't know where he gets that from. I'll kill him 100 times in a row. I just want to fire back a little bit. But anyway, he can fight without riser. Like when he gets out in like this tight pronated position here, he can post up and go far back and lean out. It makes it so hard to get any form of a connection to his pronator. You can get his wrist, but then you're overpronated and you have to press him.
And even though we saw Daniel win a 4-3 war for the world title, I don't think that same defensive posture translates to a match with Mindaugas. I just think Mindaugas would be the superior defensive arm wrestler. I'm 70-30 Mindaugas.
I could say probably 80-20.
We both agree it's Mindaugas.
Yeah, a clear favorite.
All right, so the next one's a very exciting left-handed match. We have Dadikyan versus Kamil Jablonski. And listen, he's a problem left-handed. I mean, we saw him a year and 4 months ago give a war to Vitaly.
Yeah.
Now, the thing is, if there's somebody that's going to smash him, it's going to be Dadikyan.
Definitely.
I mean, who is more explosive than that guy?
He ripped George's bicep off.
That's a problem.
For me, I think this is the most interesting match, but I do believe that Dadikyan will win.
We might differ on this one. And it's because Kamil's ability to land that flop, right?
Do you think it's going to flop against Dadikyan?
Oh,
or do you think he will go?
If he does it once and he fails at it, he will never do it again.
It's true.
Remember, we just saw him beat Zaranov back in May, left-handed. A lot of people thought Zaranov was just going to muscle him and just brute force, just beat the shit out of him with side pressure. And I think Zaranov thought that as well. And then he ended up like this going, oh shit, you know? Part of me does think that Dadikyan can just blast him because he's so aggressive. Like, if you didn't know, you would think that dude hates his opponent.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Every time he arm wrestles someone, you think that dude's like violently angry with them. You know what I'm saying? But I got to pick a winner. I'm going to say Kamil 55-45.
I'll say 60-40 to Dadikyan.
Dadikyan. All right.
I just think he's
scary. All right, so we got Matt Mass pulling Sergey Kalinchenko left-handed. Now, they have had a right-handed match that went 4-3. Kalinchenko finds access to the flop press and ends up winning, so now this is left-handed. Yep. We saw Matt Mass pull off an amazing comeback versus Irakli. I'm talking like getting dominated to coming back and winning, which rarely happens. Like, if you get dominated like that, there's really no outs, right? But Matt figured it out. Can he do the same thing against Kalinchenko?
Probably the closest match. I think it could be like 3-2 either way.
So here's the deal. I want to be picking Matt more often because I like him. But Kalinchenko, I think I bought into the Kalinchenko hype. I'm starting to think that guy might be really strong. And I haven't seen Matt posting. So really just watching Kalinchenko's commitment and consistency.
Yeah.
Not saying Matt does not have the same. I'm just not seeing it. The fact that I'm seeing it out of Kalinchenko makes me think he might make this a bloodbath. I think he might beat him 3-0.
Thing is, Kalinchenko, at least on his right, needs his wrist. That's how he crushed Travis. He's just
outside the strap.
Matt is very good at taking risks. So that's where I think it balances out. Because I do believe that Kalinchenko is actually strong.
Okay, so let's think about that. He's good at taking risks. And that's what he did to Irakli and put Irakli into the Kings.
Yeah.
Sergey has a flop press. I just think if I was putting money on it, I've got to put the money on Kalinchenko. Yeah. I'm going to say 51% Kalinchenko. And if he makes it more about harm than hand, it's a dominant win for Kalinchenko.
I'd agree.
All right, so we have a world title match on the line between Oleg and Toms. Now, Tom's from Latvia. We've seen this dude. He trains at Giannis. He's back.
Very strong guy.
But when's the last time we've seen someone get more wins over Oleg than Oleg got over them inside his weight category?
Never.
Even since he's came back from the accident and the injuries, his left in his category has been dominant. I mean, I've seen him take a couple of losses, fouls, whatever, maybe some WAF, CEF, something like that.
Yep.
But I haven't seen him lose placement in his division yet. But Tom's has a very rigid riser, strong pronation, and a lot of side pressure.
Very strong cup as well.
I don't think he can do it outside the straps. I think you'd have to slip, go on the strap, and get a very good strap set up and stay rigid with his wrist and his pronation, and he could go through his arm. But it's 60-40 Oleg to me. It might even be 7-30. I can't pick anyone other than Oleg inside his weight category.
It's a very interesting match, but in a super match format, I would have to give it.
He's got to do it 4 times because it's world title.
Yeah. So, and you're not going to keep your wrist for that long against that.
I can't see it.
But if he pulls it off, holy.
My goodness. All right, left hand super heavyweight world title, Gabby versus Barbora.
Yeah.
Each time Gabby has pulled Barbora right in. Out of the gate, she's the stronger pro.
Oh yeah, 2-0 both times.
Both
right?
times.
Yeah.
And then it's either a lack of endurance on her part, starts losing her wrist. It's crazy because Barbora ends up finishing him very impressively. What I do know, her best performance ever was with the left arm, and she beat Irakli. So I would say her left is at least on par with her right, if not better. All that out the window. I think she wants to beat Barbora so badly that she's going in this left-hand match as serious or more serious than she's ever been in any match.
Yeah, she wants to win this more. I actually think that Gabby's stronger. I think that Gabby will win definitely the first 2. And then it's all about how much Barbora can use her frame. Can she manage to dig in there, get like a little bit shoulder behind, go an elbow, get the high position, though in the hand, so she takes the hand, but still in a position where she's not like fully extended and
her hand's not pushed out past her shoulder. Yeah.
I actually hope she takes this because I want her to win it.
You want to see that there's someone in the field who can beat her. We know Gabby can beat her the first 2 rounds. You know what I'm saying? But this is left. I want to go 55-45 Gabby.
I'll go with that as well.
Yeah, I'm going to be glued to the TV for that. So now we have the light heavyweight, 105 kilogram world title on the line.
Yep.
And why is it on the line? Well, Devin defeated Oleg last year. He has vacated the title.
Yep.
And now it is up for grabs. Oleg Petrenko versus Nugo.
Oleg, clear favorite in my eyes.
See, I think so too. A lot of people think this match is closer than it is. I think Oleg has everything he needs to dominantly win this match.
Yeah, Nugo so short is not going to be able to crack the wrist. And when Oleg has his wrist.
Very difficult to beat. And what we saw Dadikyan do to Todd Hutchings, and then we saw Oleg do it to Dadikyan, makes you believe Oleg is a bad dude. Now, Nugo beat Matt.
Yeah.
And we're talking about the shorter arm. The longer arm only helps if it's just a little bit longer. If it's a whole lot longer, now the shorter arm guy has the post, right? And I knew that stylistically going in that Nugo was probably going to kill him, you know.
Yeah, because Matt had to start
for that reason. Yeah. So now he'll be, instead of having that advantageous position of being posted up, he's going to be It's a disadvantage because you have a stronger human, I think, across the table from him with a stronger hand. I think it's 70-30, 80-20 Oleg.
Yeah, I think it's a huge favorite.
Yeah, I think we're going to see Oleg Petrenko as the light heavyweight champion again.
I believe so too, yeah.
Okay, so we have a rematch for the 95 kilogram world title.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Todd Hutchings versus Irakli. So we saw this in February. We saw Todd defeat Irakli and top rolling with his weird wrist back type of top roll, pronated side pressure top roll. But after the fact, we saw a lot of still photos of a bunch of elbow fouls. I think Todd can do the same thing again.
Yeah.
But are they going to be watching his elbow real closely?
They're going to be hawkeyeing it. I think he has a high risk of falling out.
I think so. That's the same thing because he does pop his elbow up,
Even versus Dave, you could see it go out front. It go like.
Oh, he was just trying to find access at all against Dave. He was just.
And of course he should. I'm never going to bet against Todd, but I believe it's going to be way closer this time.
The reason I think it'll be closer is that because I think they'll be super strict on the fouls.
Yeah.
That's the rules, right?
Yep.
Due to that fact, it's going to put Todd in a position where he can't be as aggressive.
Yeah, I still do believe that Todd is stronger.
Yeah.
Usually to access that strength, he has to come up a little bit to match the rise. Mm-hmm. Instead of matching it like this, he matches it with a little bob.
I'm going to say 55-45 Todd Hutchings for the win, but I think he's going to have to grind this one out.
Yep.
All right, so the next match is the heavyweight world title. Ibrahim Sagov versus Dave Chaffee. Let me hear your thoughts first on that.
I think that it's going to be 4-0 Sagov, but that's only if Dave is not strong enough. Sagov goes up to down. Dave Chaffee goes right to left.
Right.
So if he can push right to left hard enough to get him out of the shoulder, up to down is not going to work. The ready go is going to be the more crucial than ever in this match, I believe.
Todd Hutchings beat Sagov.
He did.
In his power. He sunk his spot, Todd Hutchings pulled him to it. Yeah. But then we just recently saw Dave Chaffee completely nullify any access to power from Todd Hutchings. Does that translate into this match?
It could very well do.
Does he have enough to flop Sagov's wrist?
Possible, but will he have enough endurance in the arm?
To hold on to him long enough.
Because if he flops him, he's going to end up on B side most likely.
Right.
But also, he lost a lot of weight. And
he does, and he didn't
even sweat against Todd Hutchings.
Well, he didn't have to do a lot of work there. But Sagov's ability to supinate and drive that shoulder behind it, he destroyed Gennady. Was that more Sagov or is that more Gennady?
I think that's more Gennady.
I think that was more Gennady. Yeah. I mean, Gennady tried losing like an entire person in weight. Yeah. Like he looked horrible.
But who did he pull before that, Sagov? Was it Sagov? Reno.
Him and Reno went to war 4-3 for the interim world title.
I have to believe that Dave is stronger than Reno.
You have to, right? How do you not? I mean, in your mind of all the arm wrestling knowledge and data that you have, you have to think that Dave Chaffee is stronger than Reno.
Yeah.
And Reno won.
That changes my prediction a little bit, I think.
Now, the interesting thing is, I have been approached about pulling the winner of this. Will the match tear these guys up enough to where they won't be able to pull me?
Oh, I think it's going to be a fast match. It could be 4-2 or something. It depends on
who hits lanes first, right?
Yeah. I think that's more what it comes down to in this match, I believe. Who's first? I think the rounds are going to be quick.
Okay. So who are you picking?
I'm still picking Sagov because I think that lane is a little bit easier to get to than Dave's, but it's 51-49. Like it's with all the things we've talked about. Before I got here, I was super sure about Sagov, but now I'm actually like, oh, that's true.
It's the Reno thing.
Yeah,
we don't know how strong Reno is, but you cannot say he's stronger than Dave Chaffee.
I don't think you can. I don't even.
Can Reno do what Dave Chaffee did to Todd Hutchings?
Probably not.
I say no. You're 51-49 Sagov.
Yeah.
I'm 52-48 Dave Chaffee. So the final match on the card, Vitaly Laletin versus Jerry Cadorette.
Yeah. And
if Vitaly wins, I've heard he's pulling Levan in February.
So have I.
People want to see this match for a long time because people think Jerry's flop offensively will be able to put Vitaly in a world of trouble.
I don't think that. Every time you see Vitaly pull lately, he's never really going this way as he did before. He is hitting hard side with a lot of cup, and his hand is so huge. So he's going to be able to grip Jerry both high and low at the same time.
Right.
And I think that's going to be hard for Jerry to counter. But can Jerry stop him? I think the center for sure goes to Vitaly. Can he hold on? If this match happened 2 years ago, I would say Jerry would be the clear winner.
I would say that 2 years ago.
But now, Vitaly managed to press you.
He did.
So if he can whap and then go up, how will Jerry stop that?
The only thing of the data we have that makes you think Jerry stands a chance is Dave Chaffee pressing Vitaly in the strap. But can Jerry get to the strap?
I think he can.
He wasn't able to against Hermes.
Oh yeah, but Hermes went way in on the pronator. Like he went hard in and out, so really quick.
See, I think Battaglia has enough height, enough to stand like this, and as Jerry's coming in just over the top of him.
I think he has the ability to, but I've never seen him really done it.
Listen, if he gets to the strap and Battaglia doesn't flash him, Jerry wins.
Could happen. Depends where it stops, because if it stops low,
then you see
I can see him stand
driving
up.
in, driving in with his press.
Yeah.
I mean, prior to our match, he ran over Zoranov 3-0, just straight flash pins. He ran over Morzov 3-0, just straight flash pins. I think both of those guys give a lot of trouble to Jerry.
Oh, yeah.
Jerry is unique in the fact that he will, with complete disregard for the safety's arm, come forward with his shoulder. Like hell, he did it against Levan. I mean, I thought his arm was going to give up. So he will come forward.
But the only dominant win Jerry has had recently is Cadorette. All the others, Gennady, Svetkov, long wars, a lot of matches.
Yeah.
Will this be a war or will it be quick? There is no way it's quick wins for Jerry, I think.
I can't see it.
I can't see it either, because I believe that current Vitaly now is insanely strong.
Who do you want to win?
Vitaly, and I want to see Vitaly versus Levan.
Right.
So that's based on more of the next match than actually this match.
You want it. There's been so much talk about it, and Rebecca went back and watched their match from 2019, top 8, and that round 1 was a fight. And that's 120 kilogram, Vitaly. Now we have 150 kilogram Vitaly. So right now, Jerry Cadorette, Vitaly Laletin, what's your prediction?
Vitaly winning 80-20.
Yeah, so I'm a 70-30 Vitaly, and I think it's very quickly could be 4-0 Vitaly. But I just know that Jerry is a unique individual with a lot of heart. And if he ever finds any vulnerability, any spot to just sit and stick that tongue out at him, that dude's got his shot. Like, if that ever happens once, it's over. All right, guys. Well, that's our predictions. Let us know what yours are. Drop them down in the comments. Are we right? Are we wrong? Do we know anything about arm wrestling at all? Or are you guys the experts? I do think we have some very exciting card. If you haven't got your pay-per-view yet, guys, be sure to get it. Where do they follow you at? What's your platform?
VikingArms _ on Instagram, and also you can search for Philip Larson, FILIP LARSSON on YouTube. I made a new channel there where I break down my views of arm wrestling, how I arm wrestle and break down my techniques and how I see it.
All right, guys, take care. We'll see you.